Hi, I'm Rebecca. Welcome to my simple country garden. I live in southwest Missouri and garden in USDA Zone 6B. Hadn't been making many videos this summer. The garden, parts of it have gotten away from me and things haven't been getting done like they should. But I'm going to turn you around and show you what's been going on or not going on inside the area that we call our dog yard. This is where I had lined out the concrete blocks and cement planters for a fruit and berry border. And the dirt that we put in it was sifted topsoil, and it sifted out the rocks, but apparently did not sift out the weed seeds. So we have this situation going on here now. I've pulled some of the weeds out of the cinder blocks and some I haven't, but this is going to be a project and a half, and it's been overwhelming. You know, we're turning the former Bruno bed in the backyard into a moon garden, and so now the fruit and berry bed is the new Bruno garden. And we don't talk about Bruno. So moving on, we do start. There's the blackberry bush, it's doing pretty good. There's a rhubarb, something's been eating on the leaves. Even though the leaves are supposed to be toxic, something still, I guess, didn't read that and it's been nibbling on them. I've been coming out here and pulling weeds every morning, every other morning. I have the indigo bush. Isn't doing great, but it's doing okay. Over there against the fence in the shadow is I believe it's a trumpet vine. It's a native, some kind of native vine that'll get orange flowers on it. You can't see it real good because it's in the shade, but it hasn't died yet. We've got some bee balm blooming back in the corner. This here is my beautyberry. We have these coral bells that are doing well. This is Muskingum dogwood. It's doing okay. Don't know if those are weeds or flowers. I'm just letting them do their thing, and if they bloom, they bloom. I don't know what anything is anymore, but I think that's maybe some coreopsis back there. There's a rose, prairie climbing rose there. I believe that's some more coreopsis. Some bee balm. I believe these are the brown-eyed Susans, and I love these. I want to get some more of these. I think they're so pretty. There's some calamint, purple poppy mallow, and that's a coreopsis gone wild. And I think that maybe some salvia in there. I'm not real sure. Fire Chief arborvitae made it through the winter. We've got some more coreopsis. Golden Spirit smoke tree. More coreopsis. I've got several varieties of coreopsis. This is Veronica, or speedwell, down here. It's almost done blooming. The sedum is coming back. The yarrow is doing good. I have purple and yellow and purple. I have some volunteer Queen Anne's lace. We have a whole bunch of poison hemlock coming up all over the yard, but I know that this is Queen Anne's lace because it has the green stems and not the purple blotchy stems. I don't know what this stupid weed is here, but I have pulled out over 50 of them, I'm pretty sure. They're just popping up everywhere, and they're driving me crazy. That's the magenta crabapple. Back there is an Ozark witch hazel. And of course the yuccas that I don't really want here, but they're here anyway. Missouri primrose has pretty yellow blooms when it's not being upset with the heat. some more sedum. Little devil 9-bark had a hard time making it through the winter. Back there, the short thing is one of our eastern redbuds. Purple coneflower, some raspberry coneflower, some white coneflower, please pardon my shadow. There's a short and sweet sweet spire, another version of coreopsis, dwarf Missouri primrose. I grew that from seed in winter sowing. This is, oops, my shadow. All right, this purple, oh, I should know the name of that, but we've got it in pink. We've got it in purple. Salvia. It's the salvia. More coreopsis. The other eastern redbud. I don't know what that patch of, am I even getting it on camera? Yeah. Let me zoom in. Okay, it's kind of in shadow, so you can't really see it real good, but that patch of green, I don't know what it is, but it looks pretty. I'm hoping it's not a weed, but even if it is a weed, it's pretty, so it might get to stay. We'll see. Have some of my sedges growing back there, and then the stupid invasive winter creeper coming through the fence that I've got to work on some more. Didn't really get my pond up and running, but I did put in 2 solar things to have some water movement. And then we've got 2 daylilies there. Back in that corner, we'll zoom in again, that is some white swamp milkweed that I grew from seed winter sowing. Hopefully it'll do well. It's not looking too spliffy right now, but hopefully it'll grow. And then what I've been working on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, again, pardon my shadow, try to get out of the way, is adding cardboard and mulch along this area. Ignore that planter there, that's not going to stay there, that's a walkway, but it's just there right now to get out of the way. And so, my tomato plants are doing pretty good. These tomato plants in the in-ground bed are not doing as good as the ones in containers on my porch. We have some basil, there's some sweet lemon bell peppers in there that aren't doing great. But anyway, let's focus on what is looking better. Cardboard and mulch, and I moved that bed back there. It's a 1-foot tall Vego bed. It's 5 foot by 2 feet, and I thought it would look well in between there. I don't know that that round bucket's going to stay there. I just kind of put it there because it does match the Vego bed. I want something around there, but maybe something shorter. Maybe something that's just a foot tall like the Vego bed. We shall see. So, and I got the dirt dumped into this other bed. I'll probably be planting spaghetti squash or cucumbers in there. It's July 5th. It's not too late to be planting that stuff because it has a pretty fast growth rate. So anyway, so I got the mulch spread to here. We moved my mother the beginning of June from Hot Springs, Arkansas, here to Springfield. So I have plenty of moving boxes to break down and use in my garden. So this will be the rest of the veggie bed. Right now those are just stacked to hold up my bottle tree. I've got to get the weeds out of that planter, and I can use that dirt to help fill up something. I have 2 of these metal beds. They're 18 inches deep and 4 foot by 2 foot. So I have 2 of those, and then I bought 2 more that are 1 foot tall or 12 inches tall and 4 foot by 2 foot. And then we got 4 buckets or lick tanks that are green, a different color green than this, but still the green, that I will be using probably lick tank, and then the metal beds in front of it, or I may do them like this, where I turn those lengthwise and put the bucket in front of them. So I either put the bucket in the back and have the bed running this way, or I'll have the bed running this way and put the bucket in front, kind of like I did here. I haven't decided that yet. We'll see what we have room to do, because we still have to have room here beside where the lower deck's going to be for a gate down into the lower driveway. So, and also ignore everything that's going on in the lower driveway. That needs to be thoroughly cleaned out and rectified. I am very happy that I spent Friday, Saturday, and Sunday working on this part of the veggie bed. It's not much, but it's more than I've gotten done in a long time. And sometimes life just happens and you don't get everything done that you want to get done, but we do the best we can. I have to back up and show you my favorite new plant. I finally got a Joe Pye weed. Got it at the last native plant sale I got when I got the Joe Pye weed, and I got the trumpet vine that I showed you earlier. So I'm so happy to finally have some Joe Pye weed. Now let's go show you the tomatoes up in the containers that are doing better than the ones in the raised bed. These are the two Cherry Baby hybrid tomatoes. The one in front is doing quite a bit better than the one in back. So that's those. And then these are the 3 Bush Steak hybrid tomatoes. I have 2 good sized ones that had started turning red, and I have those inside on a windowsill. So there's 2 on that plant. And I got 2 off of this plant. So these are, the one in the middle is not doing great, but it looks like it's blooming and going to put some out. Let's go check out the other plants in the containers by the garage. Alrighty, again, we're going to ignore the weeds. We're just going to focus on the plants. The tomatoes, I have a bunch that are turning. A bunch of the mini bell on this one up here that are turning. And I need to pick some of those. Back here are the beefsteak tomatoes, and they're just now starting to get with it. Over here, I have some red bell peppers planted. I did go and buy these at Lowe's for $5 each because I wanted some peppers. So we'll see how they do. We got some growing there, but there's a bunch of little cherry tomatoes on here that I can pick. And I'll do that now before signing off. And oh, we've got, instead of duck, duck, goose, we got goose, goose, pig helping hold up the cherry tomatoes. And there you have my mini bell tomato harvest for today. These will all go on a windowsill in the house. And as they ripen, I usually eat them just as fast as they get ripe. I really enjoy these little mini bell tomatoes. So anyway, thank you so much for stopping by, and y'all come back.